Greetings, mortals of this realm. Did I just say singular? Anyways, sorry for the delay. I was getting distracted. But today we're going to be playing more Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah, let's get started. First, gotta play Yu-Gi-Oh! Wordle. Alright, so they give us dinosaur. We will take a hint. A dinosaur with 2,500 attack. Two, 5. Alright. There are 6 of them. Well, we will do number 61, Volcasaurus. That gives us some good differences. Match type, attack, and that's all. Okay. So we know it is not an Xyz, it is not level or rank 5, and it does not have 1,000 defense. Let's try Dirac Astero. Ooh, that's sad. Alright, so it's not Synchro. Let's try Tyrannus. Ah, and I'm out of attempts. Wonderful. So I can check the history next time I do it. So let's go and Dual Trial, off meta. Alright, let's check the loners. So we've got Secrets of the Mirror, which is Gishiki, sorry. Walking the Path of Steel, which is Goki. Okay. Right, okay. I was trying to remember what Goki was. And then Whispers of Valmonica. That one is... yeah, okay. Then let's see which of my decks are close to valid. So Magistus is entirely banned. Except for Endymion. Endymion's the only card. And Vritra. You say no to basically the entirety of Magistus. But, like, you got some free extra deck, but, like, you take away pretty much all that's playable of Magistus. Wonderful. So, Illusory King. That... okay, that's technically from Millennium, so that's why that's legal. Evil Eyes is fairly unhit. I don't think I have enough good filler to put in there and make it actually good, but yeah. This, I might could work up some filler. Let's see, Ascend. Ascend? We could Ascend. But no, we'll just use one of the, we'll use Gishki. It'll take a minute to learn, but we can use Gishki. Let's see what the description says. Center of Mortal Rituals, the effects of Gishki Abyss, Vision, and Shadow can be used as many turns per turn as you like. So fill your hand with ritual spells and ritual monsters, then call forth powerful Gishki ritual monsters. Photo Mirror and Necro Mirror are particularly fearsome, but they drain your life points, so use them with caution. Okay. Let's duel. Alright, let's go first.
Yes.
They got no extra deck. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. Let's take a look at this. This card is normal special summon. You can special summon one Gishki monster from your deck, except Gishki Grimness. You can also only declare attacks with ritual monsters until the end of this turn. Okay. Alright, we won't waste a normal summon yet. Let me look at Necromirror. Okay, so we can't use from the hand. Alright. Let's activate Aqua Mirror. To add, I believe they say Vision. Okay. Then Grimness. Okay, we will add Grimness. Oh wait, I already had Grimness. Oops. Anyways, we'll normal summon it to special summon any one of these. Shadow. Yeah, okay. All of these like to be discarded. Okay. Right. Then we'll add the one that lets us add any Kishki ritual spell. Then, so that's rituals. That's ritual monster, and then this will get us. Can we get one that? Oh no! Wait, which one? Shadow is spell, but then vision is, yeah. Alright. So let's discard to get a ritual monster from deck to hand, which will be Nevermanus. Then Shadow. Aquamirror. Must also tribute. Card for your deck. Okay. And then this card can be used to ritual summon. Ah, okay. We'll grab Aquamirror. Okay, we'll activate Salvage. Salvage will collect these two back to our hand. Then we'll activate their effects again to get the other ritual monster, Gust Kraken. Gust Kraken, sorry. And then we'll also grab another copy of Aquamirror. Or we'll grab Photo Mirror. Alright. What's your... Let's activate Photo Mirror. Summoning Gust Kraken. We'll shuffle. Look at 2. Morgana. And Cleafort. We'll let's put away Monolith. Alright, then Gishki Aqua Mirror. We will use it to... We'll use this. And they surrender. Nice. I think I understand the deck a little better now. Which means I'm more able to win with it. Oh, nice. Hello, Harry White. How are you doing? I didn't even need to do anything. That's... Alright, well, let's do this one last thingamajiggin. Going second. Reduces the chance they'll surrender immediately by a lot. Purely. Or Parley. How do you pronounce that, I wonder? I've seen it, I just don't try to pronounce it very often. Oh, okay. I see. This format must be a field day for pretty much any archetype that didn't get hit. Because it completely killed all non-archetypal interaction. related cards show the strategies? No. It's not showing if you can. Okay. So I said the chances of them surrendering are reduced. I expected that to be the almost 0. Well, I'm done with the tryout duel. I didn't get to do a single real board of this deck. Goodness gracious. Dragoonity Falchion. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Alright. Yeah, this is a hand, alright. Let's see how they start. We got a Lightning Storm in hand. We'll get a card from draw and from upstart. They're playing Exosisters, okay. I feel like I saw recently that they've been doing pretty good. So that's worrying. Okay. What are you even picking up, microphone? One moment, y'all might see something I usually don't have showing, but let me... There. Now he shouldn't hop up for no real reason as much. At least not when I'm not making noise. And then let me make sure, see if I've got... Okay. What's this? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's lightning storm your monsters. Then we'll activate Upstart Goblin, which lets us get another card. You're gonna Ash Blossom that. Okay. It's actually good to have them waste their Ash Blossom here, because I think I have enough to start. We'll activate Spenta. And he will add Rilliona from deck to hand. He's got a response. Oh, right, the betrayal. Okay, yeah. Sure, we can banish Spenta. Then we shall summon Rilliona. Riliona's effect will add a spell from deck to hand, and we will do Very Magic, Lacrima of Light. Lacrima will allow us to mill one Magistus or Witchcrafter. Witchcrafter Jenny in this case. Then, by Jenny's effect, banish her and Lacrima of Light to activate its second effect, the special summon one Magistus or Witchcrafter from deck. Zeroa. Zeroa will equip himself with Artemis, the Magistus Moon Maiden, which allows him to summon the other Spenta from my hand. Then... Actually... This is not exactly optimal, but... Oh, I know what we actually need. Does that actually do anything for us, though? Yeah, this is what we need to do. Alright. We will overlay Rilliona, and why can't we do that? Different attributes. Right. We don't have the right... What would adding to our hand do here? Nothing. Okay. We'll have to do it this way. Artemis will add Crowley. Crowley will special summon himself. Then... I don't think we fusion summon here. Okay, we actually have to go the other route. So, let us begin by making Link 2, Endymion the Crescent Magistus, and equipping him with Jenny. Then, we shall make Chorozo. Oh, I did that wrong. Okay. This is an inoptimal Borreload Savage Dragon then. Alright. Well, we can activate Spenta's effect, which will equip Borreload with... We'll drop a Iwas on him. Okay. Not optimal, again, but... I wish I had Chorozo in attack position. Anyways, we can drop some damage on his face. We wouldn't have been able to defeat him even with Chirozzo. So that's a face down card. But what does it do? Then you summon Sophia. We don't want anything returned to hand. Singularly. Oh, Typhon. Oh, Typhon. Okay. Well, I can at least stop it from, or you turn to the hand. Yeah, that's the right move. Okay, we will banish Artemis. During the battle phase, you will attempt to attack. I'll activate Chirozzo's effect, which will return Typhon to the hand. Okay. Draw. We'll chance it. Chirozzo, attack. Imperm. Okay. Bonk. And then Endymion will finish it off. Okay. Okay. 5 cards in extra deck. Perfect deck size. No cosmetics whatsoever. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, Japanese name. I think that's Japanese. It might be Chinese. Oh, Galaxy. Okay. We can vibe with Galaxy. Photon Sanctuary, okay. So I don't think this is a very experienced, and maybe Soul Flare, you know. Negate. So what are you gonna do now? You're gonna summon Cloud Dragon. And end phase. Okay. So they've got a quick effect in Soul Flare. No quick effects on Cloud Dragon. Nothing there. Okay. Okay. We will normal summon Zoroa, the Magistus of Flame, and activate Very Magic Lacrima of Light. Which we will use to send Jenny to the graveyard, as we usually do. Jenny will force a summon. And that summon will be Riliona. We'll add Vritra. And Zoroa will equip Artemis to Riliona. Not the usual tech, but we will go ahead and add Spenta. Then combine these two cards into Chorozo. And activate Riliona's effect. This allows us to equip Zoroa with Artemis. And that's a fluke. I just fluked. That was a fluke. Okay. Anyways. Spenta's effect. We'll summon Crowley. Crowley will place himself right here and fuse. These two materials for Varathragna. Then activate Vritra, which will allow us to resurrect Spenta. Then we synchro summon the other Zoroa, Conflagrant Calamity. Who will equip himself with Ninaruru, the Magistus Glass Goddess. Varathragna will equip himself with Soul Flare Dragon. And Spenta's effect will equip Zoroa with Iwas. Actually, given damage economy, we're gonna send both of these to the grave to bring out Doom Dragon, place Cloud Dragon in the Spell Trap Zone, and then battle. And they surrender! I don't think I would have killed them that turn. I've had a lot of surrenders this today. Okay, this is their rank up match. I guess this is what I get for playing at 2:30 in the afternoon. A lot of like Japanese opponents. Hello. We go first. I don't even know what they're playing. They've got Alistair. Oh, please don't disconnect now. Okay, thank you. Alright. I'm sorry, what? Any higher in the rankings, and this hand would kill me. I'll place here to bluff a imperm, and then we'll see. Sky Striker mobilize. Let's negate that. Okay, mill. Wonderful. They activate airspace, area 0. Honestly fair. Just drop a normal summon and punch me. Draw. Are you serious right now? Guys, is this game serious? Okay. I'll set this so I can use it on their turn and then end phase. Okay. Kikari hits the field. Do I have a fourth Vistule? No. Okay, we'll activate Druid's Worm. Vanishing Rose. Okay, you're stealing. Sure. You can steal Ash Blossom. Excuse me? Excuse me, sir. How long does it take to pick Ash Blossom? Alright. Let's place this in attack position. It'll be harder for their monster to overcome that. You can't. Okay, we'll set Imperm. We drew directly into the non-engine section of my deck, by the way. Let's hit Kagari. Do I have any... No, I don't have... Oh, I still have Barone? Right, it was only banned in that one weird format. Okay. Aileron. Okay. Well... Okay. I can quick negate. You don't need to go to battle phase unless that's evenly. Oh, you're just gonna spell your own doom? Okay. Ash Blossom can't attack because of the restriction of the card you used. Oh, right. He gets to mill because of that. Okay, but Mecha Modules doesn't let you get that one back unless you've activated a spell. I think I could have called by that, but oh well. Draw. Lightning Storm, I can't use that this turn. So we'll just... We'll take our Ash Blossom back to the grave. Okay, so they're gonna summon Ash Blossom back. Are you gonna summon in defense position this time? Because that's what you should do, otherwise I win next turn. Assuming you don't pull it off the field somehow. I'm thinking this might be my opponent's first climb through the ranked ladder. Based on how long he's taking with this deck, that I don't think it's gotten support in a while. It might have. I think he just timed out. Like, actually timed out. It says surrendered, but I think it does that for all forced losses as well. Alright, this is both our rank up matches. Sorry to take the major advantage, but I want this. In the duels to see who wants it more. Alright, let's take a look at my enemy set. Slim extra deck. Possibly a first timer. So let's drop Brilliona. Brilliona. We'll add. We'll have her add Ritra. Lacrima. He's got no interaction with this. Could be a brick, could be a... his deck isn't set up for it. Since we don't know what the opponent has, we will go with the Link, or the Borreload route. So let's summon. Equip yourself with Jenny. Then we will activate, we'll get the extra material of Chorozo with these two. Vritra will be our route to Borreload. Wherever we summon through Vritra plus Zeroa. However, for now, Crowley will appear and be summoned. Fusion summon. We'll pull out Barathrogna. And they surrender. They didn't even see the full extent of it, and they surrendered. That was a pretty decent play of the combos. It's very weak to interruption though, so in its current state, I don't think Magistus can be truly high tier. Ooh, this is worrying. It's the Elf Notes case. And the number of titles tell me this is not their first run through ranked. You don't get that many titles beforehand. Okay. This is a variant. Okay. Brilliona. We'll add... Ritra's an optional add here. Okay, no Ash Blossom. Response, though. Droll. Okay. Yeah, there is. And we can do it without adding cards. Let's skip the middleman. Let's just go ahead and use special summon Zeroa. Zeroa will equip himself. Artemis would be worthless to equip right now, so we'll actually equip Endymion. Zeroa's effect We'll bring forth Crowley. Crowley can't summon right now. So we will be using Zoroa and Crowley to synchro summon Borreload Savage Dragon. Savage Dragon will equip himself with Endymion. Then we activate Vritra, which will allow us to resurrect Crowley. Crowley's effect will activate a fusion summon using Rilliona and Crowley himself. Iwas will sit here for a moment, but if he comes under danger, we'll just equip Borreload with him. And then we end turn. And we've got one negate, which is not likely to be enough. We do have Droll, and we can banish one with Magnamut. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. That's their starter, so we'll go ahead and... Actually, no. We'll let it happen. We'll let it happen so that we can trigger Droll. And then their next thing is what we will negate. Let me pull up Master Duel Meta. Let's Droll. I want to look at the tier list and see where, like, Archmage is. Okay. So, we both Drolled each other. Let's see. Not on the tier list. Wonderful. Okay, that is... What are you trying to... Joe Cool. You can reveal his card. Let's negate the activation. So Iwas is staying on the field because he can equip to Borreload to boost his attack even further, but also he can equip to an enemy monster to steal control. So it can be a way of stopping combos. And then I have a slightly beefier attack. Okay. So that's that. I'm actually going to swap Iwas to attack position. Yeah. Then we will summon Magnamut, banishing Crowley. That calls for an effect, of course. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. With this much attack, we could take the game. Ash Blossom? Fair. I'd Ash Blossom that too. Alright, then we go to battle phase. Magnamut, attack. What is your face down that you could activate? You surrender! Okay. I think I would have gotten more points by them letting me attack, but I don't blame them for surrendering there. It would have taken a major misplay for me to not end the duel. Okay, they get to pick. Okay. This is actually a pretty decent hand for going first, or going second, but eh. Call by is better than a going first hand. Alright. Ooh. Sky Striker Ace. Huh. Again? Sky? Goodness. I mean, I know it's currently a tier 2 deck on this platform, but let's max see. That might stop him. I don't think Sky Striker is a deck that can afford the max C challenge. Let me look at what they typically run nowadays. Oh, they're going ahead and getting their tokens in before I can... Before Max C can go off. Okay. Reasonable, reasonable. Okay, Kagari. Okay, and then I at least get a card off of Rose. Thank you. Ooh, Crowley. That's not actually very good because I got him by drawing. Let's Ghost Ogre. I know they can just get a new one out, but that's kind of the point. Oh, that didn't negate? This doesn't negate? Okay. I don't know why I thought that it negated. Fulos. Alright, what you gonna do? I know you have something else you can link summon. Are you that scared of Max C and Fulos though? No, you aren't. Good to see. Good to see. I don't blame someone for being scared of the Mulch Armies and Max C, but goodness gracious, this is unreasonable now. Okay, Link 3. Azalea Temperance. I get 2 cards. Okay. We might wanna imperm that, but we'll see. We'll wait to imperm based on what effects activate. We still have not been able to trigger Droll yet. What else can this do? That's on summon. Okay, yeah. Oh. That animation absolutely startled me. Okay, if it's destroyed by battle, yeah. Alright, we will activate Droll in response. Do you have a reaction to that? If I were them, if I had a quick effect that added cards, I would go ahead and chain that, but they might not have. Okay, end phase. Sounds good. Draw. Oh, we have 2 Spentas? Eh. Could be worse. Alright. let's normal summon Zoroa. Then, very magic Lacrima of Light. With that, we shall pitch Jenny to the grave. And then our favorite combo, special summon. This time we'll go with Leona, because we don't have her on the field yet. Adding one Magistus spell or trap to the hand, which will be Vritra. Zoroa's effect. Equip himself with Artemis. This allows him to special summon one spellcaster, which will be Spenta. Artemis shall add, just so that he doesn't get in our way later, Endymion. Then, I think we Link Summon, right? No, we Chorozo, I think. Might be wrong, but we'll see. Come forth, Chorozo. And then we... Let's go the double Zoroa route. Zoroa's 1 and 2. Come forth. He will equip Iwas. Then, Spenta's effect will allow us to add one Crowley from deck to hand. Special summoning him, who will then fuse with Chorozo to make Magistus Verithrogna. Verithrogna's effect will equip Sky Striker Ace, Azalea Temperance. Then we shall activate Vritra. This will allow us to special summon Chorozo back from the grave. And then one more card just to wrap it up. Doomed Dragon. This is a right and proper end board. Not my best end board, but it's a good one. Let's see if they'll let me take him out. I do like that the Verithrogna end board actually lets me do Snake Eyes reliably going second. In that case, it's probably a good move against established end boards because that's one removal to get to equip one of their extra deck monsters, then a second removal with Snake Eyes, which doesn't feel like much, but it's better than nothing. So, before we move on, let's grab our Duel Pass rewards. We got 24 of them. Nice. Alright. Um, then I need to go on a brief BRB, so I will be back. Um, and when I am, we'll do more dueling. So see you then. And we're back. Thank you for those who waited. We will get straight back to it, I guess. We can probably get to gold today. We might get further. We'll see. Okay. Certainly a hand. I'm sorry, did they just break so hard that they couldn't even... Huh. Okay. Summon Liliana. You have a response to that, but you didn't have enough. I guess I've bricked that hard before. Okay. But believe it or not, we do actually have follow-up. This is why you run Monster Reborn, folks. We can Link Summon, then Reborn Liliana. You have a Ghost Ogre? Or maybe it's Haunted Bell. Either way, you got something to respond to that with? It could be Valor. It could be Valor or Imperm, now that I think about it. Okay. Artemis' effect will equip her to Liliana if she isn't Valored. No, Ghost Ogred. Destroy? No! Okay. Well, we will set Imperm and end our turn. Because literally nothing to do. Okay. Okay, Synchro Summon from the hand, because why not? Okay. Add one cool tune. Let's Imperm that, I think. Yeah. I can't Ash Blossom it, but because they layered the chain appropriately, but I can do Imperm. Imperm doesn't care about whether or not the effect was literally just activated. Okay, I'm hoping that stalls him to 0, because otherwise, I mean, I do have things I can do, I just don't necessarily have good things to do. So let's see. Okay, that did stall him to 0. Draw. A second Liliana. Oddly enough, that is actually a good play. We will add Very Magic. they will activate Draw, which will allow us to activate Very Magic's secondary effect. Where we special summon a monster. And they surrender. Good. I was going to lose that duel. I was so going to lose that duel. I was trying to work it out, but I did not have high hopes. I don't know what's different this week as opposed to last week, where I wasn't getting so many surrenders, but hey, we'll take it. They just made me go first. I should be worried. How big is their extra deck? 8. I may not have reason to be worried. Alright, let's normal summon it and let's upstart Goblin first. Okay. I actually don't need really on its effect, so we'll do Soroa. Then we'll activate Very Magic, Lacrima of Light. And we'll get Endymion because he can get us a little bit extra advantage here. I did that wrong. I did that so wrong. Okay. That's not how you're supposed to play that. Well, let's equip... I talked too much and got my thinks all out of order. Let's do that. Add Spenta. Then we can make Chorozo. Vritra will allow us to Endymion. Alright. Do not activate. What we want to do is let's make Crescent Moon Magistus. Equip himself with Artemis. That doesn't really matter. Let's add Crowley. Crowley special summons himself. Then fusion summons. Using Endymion and Aureliana in my hand as material. Bring forth Varathragna. Varathragna will equip Artemis to himself, because next turn that's a search, and this turn it's a negate. Then Savage Dragon will come forth, be Synchro Summoned. That sentenced in sentence. We could do other spells. I don't think there's much reason to. We got 2 negates, and then... Sorry, 2 field negates, and then 1... I said wrong words again. It's not a field negate, because it doesn't negate the whole field. I'm not Tachyon. So, a monster effect, an on-field effect, and then Ash Blossom. That's what we can use. Dark Magical Circle. To me, that feels like an Ash Blossom problem. It probably isn't, but it's an Ash Blossom problem now. We'll let them use Soul Servant. It'll be more effective to negate further down the line, I think. Oh, is that how you end? Oh. Three face downs. Okay. Draw. Crowley. Crowley, I don't think he grants additional value here. Let's equip your face down monster. Nope, I can't. Dang it. Alright, let me check something. Does this... One face up. Yeah, okay. Oh well. Let's just nab... Endymion, I guess. Okay. You triggered Eternal Soul. We will negate the activation. Okay. Well, if I can trigger Zeroa's negate, then I can fix that. Alright. So we will activate Artemis's effect, which will allow us to add Spenta to our hand. Then we'll activate Spenta's effect. We'll use it, we'll negate that effect, sending Endymion to the grave as a result. To destroy Eternal Soul, which destroys your Magician's Rod. Then we'll equip Zeroa with Iwas. Make Doomed Dragon. And that's good enough. Alright. What's the effect we can trigger? Ah, right. Rilliona. Re-equip Zeroa with Iwas. Battle. Punch. Punch. And punch. Alright. Alright. Alright, we are now silver 1. Oh, this season ends 31st. Wonderful. If I'm correct, I might be able to avoid getting demoted all the way to silver again if I'm higher than gold 5? I might still get demoted to silver, but we'll see. So, gold 4 will be our goal for today, and then I'll look up. Okay. That's a hand. I don't like seeing Jenny in my opening hand, but... Ghost Ogre! Facing off against Ubel. Ubel used to be a higher tier deck. But it appears that it has phased out. It's still going to be incredibly annoying to face. But okay. Alright, so we will use Bestial Saronir's effect to banish Gruesome Grave Squirmer. And of course Phantom of Ubel made that. Change effects. Okay. Then we shall summon Riliana. It's better that that effect got replaced than this one, but what is this? Uh-oh. You're probably about to summon Spirit of Ubel. No, okay. Or Phantom of Ubel. Spirit of Ubel you did summon. Let's do Berry Magic. Okay. Thank you for letting me use Fairy Magic's second effect, since you activated an effect. And we will special summon Zoroa. Let us link summon Artemis. Then activate Zoroa's effect, equipping himself with Iwas. That will cause him to special summon Rilliona. And Artemis will equip herself to Rilliona. Then add Spenta. Okay. Next, we will form Chorozo. Actually, no, we'll do Doomed Dragon using these two. And Doomed Dragon shall move we'll put Yubel yeah, put Yubel as continuous spell. Alright, then that will allow us to link summon these two. I should have done Endymion on that one. Oh well. Endymion will equip himself with Rilliona. Then we will use them to make Chorozo. Monster Reborn to resurrect Rilliona. Then make Borreload Savage Dragon. Equip Endymion. Alright, then activate Spenta. Spenta will add Crowley, who when he is added will special summon himself. And as a result will trigger Fusion Summon. Our fusion shall be Zoroa. Zoroa's effect will equip one of the Spirits of Yubel to him. Then we will activate Spenta's effect, which will equip Zoroa with Vahram, the Magistus Divinity Dragon. Zoroa will then be equipped with Artemis. Battle time. Zoroa will attack Yubel, which allows it to be destroyed by Vahram. Then Borreload will attack. Then we end our turn. Vahram was needed here because I cannot destroy Spirit of Yubel by battle, and the opponent takes no damage from such. We will negate that by cost of sending Artemis to the grave. And then we shall destroy a card. Let's destroy Mature Chronicle, because that could pose to be problems later. We don't want to destroy the continuous spell Yubel we placed. because that would trigger its effects. Which we don't want. Here we will activate Bestial Saronir's effect. No, we will activate Warlord Savage Dragon's effect, negating that because it was normal summoned. Then we'll activate Saronir's effect to banish away. I don't think Phantom can be resurrected. Yeah, no, Phantom cannot be resurrected. Spirit could, so we will banish Spirit as cost for Saronir. And that's gonna get You're gonna get that one back. I should have done that in response to Eternal Favorite. Oh well. Saronir's effect is offline for the rest of this turn. But Dark Beckoning Beast was removed. Okay. You have Mature Chronicle back. But I did reset its progress. So. Going to destroy probably Dark Beckoning Beast. Yeah. In order to add a card that either is a Yubel card or mentions it. You got Terror Incarnate. Okay. It cannot be special summoned except by Yubel. You can discard one card, okay, and then you special summon your Dark Reckoning Beast again. You can't use that effect more than once per turn, though. Can Yubel do summon from hand, deck, or graveyard? Okay. Okay, now you're doing Unchained. Ooh. What a sad time to not have interruption. Shuffle 2 back in order to get Phantom of Yubel, of course. Phantom is completely unlimited. Destroyed your own Phantom of Yubel. Okay. We will now... Are we right to go Nibiru? Are we, though? Yeah, I think so. Nibiru time. That is a beefy Nibiru token, by the way. Alright. Draw. Effect failure. Wonderful. So let's see, what do I got? I can't do much with my graveyard. So, what are all 4 lower spellcaster? Then we get Chorozo. Okay, I have a path. Alright, we will normal summon Jenny. Then we will activate Saronir, which will have us banish one of their Spirits of Yubel. We can't get them both, but we can banish one. We may not be able to do all I thought we could, but we can at least go partway through. Alright. Jenny will be linked into Artemis. This will allow Jenny to special summon a Magistus from deck. We shall special summon. We got a copy. We got a copy of Sarala. Have we used Ritra to this duel? No. Okay. We will summon Riliona. Artemis will equip herself. And Riliona will add a card from deck to hand. Response? Ash Blossom. I should have layered my effects. I didn't even think about that. Okay, well that's fine. We don't need it to pull off what I'm about to pull off. Before we pull that off though, let's go ahead and play that. We have used Eyeglass. Okay. Chorozo time. Synchro Summon. Baron de Fleur. Send that guy. I don't know. Alright. Destroy Primal Being token. Negate. Spenta. Add Crowley. Fusion Summon Omega. Banish Baron. Battle. Win. Oh, that was close. That was a good duel. That was a close duel. Whew. I've won every game I've played with this deck so far. I think I won every game in the duel tryout as well. Let's say going first. Yes. I don't know why I had to think about that. Why did I have to think? I obviously don't have enough coffee or water. I will have to pass and hope that this 8-card extra deck is weak enough that I can play through it. Okay, Dark Magical Circle. We'll follow that up with Max C. And Perulia. Sorry for the sounds. Let's check on the other. Ah, okay. Just because we get cards from their fortune doesn't mean we're not going to attempt to stop it. Okay, so Gaze of Timaeus will activate. And they get to place Dark Magician the Dragon Knight. I get to draw a card. Okay. And then he's gonna fusion summon, giving me more cards. Magician's Souls, eh? Timaeus the United Magical Dragon. You set a card, you set another card. I can Ash Blossom whatever you try to throw out next. Battle phase. You whack me over the head. Okay. Draw. Truist Worm. Ooh, that's actually a pretty... Oh, I get to removal too. Okay. Let's banish Dark Magician in order to summon Bestial Truist Worm. He will stand head to head with Timaeus. Then we shall summon Riliona, who will add by her effect they already passed priority back, so that's good. Vritra, Lacrima of Light, to send Jenny this time, not Endymion. Even if I want Endymion, we send Jenny. Oh, he gets to destroy a spell trap. That's what he keeps waiting on. Okay. Send Jenny. Effect. Banish. Special summon Zeroa. Since we don't have another Magistus in the graveyard, we'll pull this move. We will link summon Artemis. I believe this gives us the most advantage, actually, to run it this way. Then, we'll use Zeroa's effect to equip himself with Endymion, the Crescent Moon Magistus, and special summon Artemis. Or not Artemis, Riliona. Now you destroy my spell trap. Joke's on you, I don't need it. We'll hold on to Ghost Ogre because Truist Worm will handle it. Artemis' effect will equip itself to Riliona. Then we'll use Artemis's effect, which will add Spenta. Then, using Zoroa and Druid's Worm, we will Synchro Summon Baron de Fleur. Druid's Worm's effect will send Timaeus to the grave, which didn't happen. Why not? Ah, I see. Okay. Reasonable. Then we shall summon Chirozzo. And Vritra shall bring back we'll bring back Riliona for this purpose. We shall then Synchro Summon Borload Savage Dragon. Savage Dragon's effect will equip Endymion. I don't think I used Spenta yet. Yeah, I don't think I should. Alright. Well, hold on. No, we don't have valid targets. Battle. Let's destroy Timaeus. Oh, right. And it's unaffected. Okay. He still lost a good bit of health, and then boom. If only I had another tuner that I worked into my combo. How many spellcaster tuners are there? No. No. Let's check. Filter by spellcaster tuner. And we want level 4s. Level. Has to be spelled for or level correctly. We will Ash Blossom that. Not many. What is this that is flipping up? We'll drop a Boral counter to negate that. Okay, and they were surrendered. That was our rank up. Alright, let's see. They put that info in the details, right? Okay. Let's see. Okay, I need to look it up elsewhere because they don't tell you. Um, okay, it doesn't matter how far I get in gold, it'll still demote me all the way back to silver. So we're gonna, I think I'm gonna do something a little different real quick. Yeah. We're gonna do something a little different in just a minute. It'll take a quick second to fix it up on my end, but we got to gold, which kind of better than I thought we'd get to today. I didn't really exactly have a goal though, so meh. Alright, let's close the thumbnail real quick. We're gonna be playing around with some cards that I want to build a deck around. So let me go to studio mode. I told you to go to studio mode. There you go. Alright. New game capture. Duel. Capture audio. Specific window. Okay. Center, then hold on. I'll put that at minus 3. There we go. All right. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Alright. Yeah, we should be good. We should be good. Thumbnail active. Alright, so to begin, we'll start by making the deck, which will be, we'll just call it Invoked Magistus 2. Save as. Alright. So, the idea, excuse me, is there's new invoked cards coming out. And I want to play around with them. So, let me drop that so I'll be able to get normal Alistair. Alright, so first off, we're going to grab Spenta. We're going to run 2 of him, and then get back to this 1 Crowley. This is because Crowley can be used as what you call him? Alistair. So, and of course we still need Alistair monsters or Alistair the Invoker for the older invoked. So first things first, we're gonna run. We know we're gonna run the Reminiscent. He probably needs to be ran at 3. Because he's still a starter. Now, does the new invocation mention invocation? Yes. Okay. So that means it can be added. The old Alistair is probably something we'll run at 1 for these tests. We'll run him at 2 just for the tests. We need to actually pull up Vikram. Or Viracom? This one. Let's run 2 of her. Go back to Go back to invoke. Then for spells, we obviously want a couple copies of invocation. We want a couple copies of Book of the Law. That can help us cheat out literally any of them, so that'll be good. This new invocation we'll run 3 of for our tests. We'll make a summon. Will be target any number of your banished with different names, special summon them defense position. We'll run 1 of those. 2 of those. Alright. Then let's run, the Alistair. Different types and attributes. Becomes Alistair the Invoker while in the field. If the monster refuses to summon while you control, discard 1 card and add 1 invocation or Book of the Law. I still don't know if he's going to be worth running, but we'll run 1 of him. Then we'll run 1 of Sorath, Babylon, and Okeanos. So in order to get the most out of Aeon, we need we actually should run at least Cocytus, Raijin, and Kaliga, even if it's only for these purposes. Alright. What's M-Saber Invoker again? Right, yeah. Alright, so then let's look at Magistus. So if we look at Magistus and we say, Vritra, it can only summon Magistuses, but that could be useful for a milled Crowley, for example. Or if we used Crowley in a fusion summon with Sword to put him back in the grave. Invocation probably won't come into play. Magistus Invocation probably won't come into play. Let's see. So Magistus of Flame could be valuable. We'll throw 1 of her as well. I don't think Endymion will come into play at all. Chorozo could be a free actually, Chorozo and Iwas can be our wind and dark reps. We'll keep the other 2 in here just for now, but that might be how we run it. So let's run a copy of Artemis. We don't need that. Let's run 1 of Lacrima of Light. Then let's grab what am I grabbing? Right. Jenny. Oh, right. That's new. Right, that doesn't help me with this. But let's actually check the new Endymions. Yeah. Witchcrafter Seed. That doesn't help me here. Very. So she can technically nab Lacrima of Light. She's a valid user of it. She's a valid summon off of it. We'll include her for now. Well, she could get Fairy on the field to get Lacrima of Light as a start. It's actually not a bad combo there. Alright, okay, no. No. Okay. Well, then let's go through the basic non-engine. Oh. That hit. Give me a moment. Dropped a controller that I'm not even using. Apologies. Set it out of the way. Let's check. Alright. So, I'm gonna build this according to Master Duel's ban list. I don't think... Yeah, no. They don't support Master Duel's ban list. So, we'll pull up, that on Master Duel Meta. There's only one of Max C. We can run Ash Blossom. 3 of that. We'll run 1 called. We'll run Imperm. 3 of that. We got 4 more slots left. So we'll do... Let's see. We'll do a Droll. Where's the one I'm thinking of? Let's do Effect Veiler. No, we don't need Effect Veiler because we have 3 Imperm. Bad logic, I know. We'll do Ghost Bell. Let's actually see what the master will use to trade on her is. Generally. It varies by deck. A lot of decks seem to prefer 2 over 3. So we'll do 2 so that we can fit a Ghost Ogre. Oh, it helps if you spell Ghost Ogre correctly. Alright. Let's sort. Save. Alright. Let's run a test hand. Alright. Let's activate Spoon for Spenta. And that'll let us add Crowley. Crowley special summons himself. We'll use Crowley's effect to summon. Ooh, we could get Sorath. Target one level 6 or lower monster in either graveyard. Defense, but negate. If this card's your graveyard. Right, yeah, okay. So we'll grab Sorath using Jenny and Crowley. Okay. Ooh, wait, that might actually be useful here. Let's activate Spoon to equip that with iOS. Activate Sorath's effect to equip Crowley. That's when we get Ghost Belled. Let's not, just so we can see what the full combo is. Alright. Then we can special summon Chorozo, or we could do... I'm gonna do Chorozo using iOS and Crowley. Then we will use Book the Law and summon, which one would be next? Babylon or Okeanos? Okay, it would probably be Babylon. We'll summon Babylon. This will allow us to add Viracom. But since we don't, no. Okay. We can't activate Viracom because there's no Alistair. Oh, but we can fix that, can't we? What would this be? Sorath doing a fusion summon of an invoked. We don't want to do that right now. We can fix the no Alistair problem, though. Then that allows us to activate Viracom. Her effect allows us to add an invocation. One moment. Can I see the field? What does this say again? Fusion monsters. If a monster is fusion summoned, discard one card, add one invocation or Book of the Law. Okay, yeah. So let's add invocation, sword. We set it, okay. Nope, we wanted to set invocation, normal invocation. Okay, let's banish Sorath to do a fusion for Aeon, which is... Ooh, wait, we can... banishing materials from your field or graveyard, okay. This... Okay, yeah. This would be a valid usage. let's trigger Madness, and then Aeon. Okay. So Aeon would banish... Well, normally we'd have things of the opponents to banish, but this time we'll just banish Book of the Law from the graveyard. Yep, and then we banish 3 things. And then we'll discard Ghost Spell in order to add Invocation. Invocation. And we'll get Okeanos, which we would do... in this point, we'd probably do Okeanos for... so that's Crowley plus Alistair. We probably put in the extra monster zone for the Dark Law effect. We would then set this, and yeah. Okay. Okay, I understand, I think, the point. Let's actually do another test hand. Okay, so... Alright. Normal summon Zeroa. That would be the time that it gets impermed. Then we'll activate this and equip him with Magistus Moon Maiden. Adding Spoon. We then make Chorozo. Spent his effect. Add Crowley. 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 Crowley's effect. We would make Babylon. Oh, okay. I picked the wrong thing here. Alright. Babylon will be summoned. And we can use that to make Viracom. No, we don't want to banish. What would be activating? Right, yep. Actually, we could go ahead and do that. No, we won't do it this time. Alright. Alistair the Invoker of Madness. Alright, we just need him for his name. So, Invoker of Madness is definitely more important than I thought. Alright, then we set one invocation or spell that mentions it, which in this case will be Sword. I'm seeing the vision. I'm seeing the vision. Alright, then we'll activate Invocation. Making Sorath. We'll use Madness and Zeroa. Sorath's effect will resurrect Crowley. Book of the Law. Tribute Sorath to summon. I think here we would do Okeanos. So that's actually going to stop Okeanos from being used on the others. Okay, then we would use... yeah, all 4 of those for... Okay, I'm actually really liking this deck here. So let's do one more hand test, but this time we'll negate everything possible. Ooh, we started with that. So we can banish Iwas in favor of Alistair the Reminiscent. Or do we do the Invoker? No, we'll do Reminiscent. Then we'll normal summon Alistair, activating his effect, which will allow us, banish one invoked to add one invocation or something eventually. Okay. We will banish Cutis. And then now is when Imperm would come into play on Alistair. Well, we won't activate that yet. Alright. We wouldn't make Artemis here. Activate Invocation, which would get Ghost Belled. And then we would activate Sword. Sword would allow us to make... I think Sorath is the right option here. Using Iwas and that. Okay. Then we would return Alistair to the hand. Alistair can special summon himself by his own effect. Then Sorath. Oh, because he's too high of a level. Okay. We would then make... Let's see, let's look at Alistair. Alright, Alistair real quick. You can banish this card from your hand or field, add an Alistair. Then if this effect was activated on the field, immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon a spellcaster. Okay, yeah. If a face-up fusion monster you control is sent to the graveyard except by battle while this card is in your graveyard, you can special and then fusion. Okay, okay. So, what we do is we make that. That allows us to trigger Iwas's effect, fusion summon, and then we make Babylon, I guess. I think. Sure, that sounds about right. Okay, so Alistair's effect, and then Babylon's. Babylon will allow us to add Viracom. Then, by discarding Imperm, we can add Invocation. Okay, no, oh, I did not mean to minimize that. Viracom's effect, special summon. Invocation, sword. Setting it for next turn, I guess. We activate Invocation. Let's see, what do we got in our grave? One. We'll only be doing a 2 material. So, let's make Okeanos using Alistair and Alistair. Defense position. Then, using these three, we would make Aeon. That would allow us to banish from anywhere. Can I banish? I don't know which one I'm banishing, so we'll banish both. Alright, and then we'll banish a bunch from their extra deck. Okay, yeah, this is actually fairly reliable. Let's do one more run. Ooh, okay. Let's say... we'll activate IWAS. That'll trigger the opponent's max C. Alright, we will normal summon Alistair, whose effect will nab us Invocation. Then, Alistair the Reminiscence effect to special summon himself. Effect to banish Cocytus. And add Invocation Sword. Viracom's effect. To add, I can only use each effect of that once per turn, so yeah. Let's do a set an invocation. Okay, then activate Invocation to summon. We'll make Babylon using the Viracom on the field plus Alistair the Invoker. Viracom's effect would get Ash Blossomed. Alright. Then we activate that to pull our Alistair back. Alright. Then we'd get that, make Invoker of Madness. Invocation would forge Sorath using Graveyard, and we'll actually do Ash Blossom because I think that's more... Oh, opponent's Ash Blossom, right, yep. Then that. Has us discard, we'll discard Max C and get another Invocation. And then the enemy would activate Droll. So, since I don't have anything necessarily to add, then we're good. Alright. Sorath will resurrect, I guess, C. Okay. Invocation. I should have gotten Book of the Law. Anyways, plus Darker Water. We don't have an extra. And we have to do that though. Alright. So Alistair plus Alistair. Invoke Janos. Then, okay, we don't have a free. We ran out of a lot of things to do. Okay. We can only make a 3 material of Aeon. That's fine. Okay, we'll banish the opponent's draw. Then banish. Okay. Yep, this is fairly reliable to get to the end board. So here's what we'll do. We'll put an additional Aeon. We'll put an additional it helps if you know how to spell. There we go. We won't run Raijin or Kaliga. As far as, well, hold on, let's see what else we can get. Well, actually, if we I got some ideas. First things first. Okay, I don't think we have the versatility to run the, I don't think we have the versatility to run, what's his face? Baron de Fleur. It would be interesting trying to fit the Bestials in there. What do I need less of starting? Well, we'll say Spoon into Crowley is definitely a good starter if I have other things in my hand. I mean, I guess something. Is there anything we need to double up on? Not that I can think of. What's common levels that we can end on an M board with? There's not really much. I guess we could end up with a couple 4s, so let's grab Monster, Xyz. 4. Let's see, is there any good 4s for our purposes? That would be 3s. I need 2 4s. Gaming Gamer GG. That requires machines. Dark Rebellion just feels like a meh thing to add. I don't have pendulums. Utopia probably won't be helping me a lot. 4 Heavenly Dragons. Okay. Let me check one thing real quick. Okay, yeah. And then another because I lie. Okay. Hmm. That would be an interesting thing. Hmm. Okay, it has to be your graveyard. No. No. Hmm. That would actually work as an extender. She locks you into Magistus. Hold on, there's Time Star. Oh right, requires pendulums. Okay. So then let's take a look at links. We'll specify just to spellcasters. This is actually usable since we could end up with her on the field without a way to get her off. Okay, so that is a run of this deck. Thank you guys for showing up, I guess, because I think that's where what I got planned for today wraps up. So, yeah, thank you for being here, and I hope to see you again soon. For those that stay, I will be raiding over on the Twitch and raiding to my sister Nana's stream, so who knows? If you enjoy her stream, give her a follow. But until then, farewell.